Hey everyone, welcome to the second episode of my Venom vlog, and today I just want to talk a little bit about the stuff I've been eating, because obviously not only is the Venom vlog about Venom himself and the character, but also about like me trying to lose weight, trying to get down 20 to 30 pounds, anywhere in between there. 20 would be great, 30 would be amazing, between now and the time the movie comes out starring Tom Hardy next October. And so today I just wanted to show real quickly what I've been cooking. I've made a lot of chicken this week with spinach, and I've been eating that a lot, and then usually egg white spinach omelets in the morning for breakfast. So I'm eating a lot of spinach. I was thinking, oh, Popeye did it, and he got big and strong. So I wonder if that will, help out. I know that's better than eating French fries, which is what I used to be eating, French fries and tater tots and stuff like that. So it's nice to, change it up. And actually, I've been acclimating to the new meals really easily, mainly because I've just been cooking things I do like, but just slightly healthier versions than the stuff that I buy elsewhere. Like if I go to like a fast food place or a restaurant, trying to spend less and get more for that money. Go to the grocery store, get onions, get vegetables, get lettuce, chop up everything myself, cook everything myself. And I've been doing that ever since I got the kitchen, ever since Kevin asked me to move in, and we have this kit. You can see all of our stuff on the fridge back there. But it's ever since Kevin asked me to come here and live with him, it's been great, because having a kitchen is really helping at least this part of my life out, and I'm really grateful. And Thanksgiving today, so I figured, hey, why not talk about what I'm thankful for, show what I'm cooking right now for lunch, and then I'll probably make like a nice turkey dinner with some stuffing later, so I'll cheat a little bit, but that's just because it's tradition. I got to eat that stuff, it's so good. And then I've been cutting back on soda. I'm still drinking it, obviously, because of my head, but I've been drinking teas also to temper my headaches, and then also I've been drinking, I have more water from time to time, more water than I used to drink before. So again, it's just baby steps. I'm just trying to get there. I have been doing like 5 to 10 push-ups and 5 to 10 sit-ups every other morning, as just like a start to get into things. And then with Echo, we've been going at least twice a week, taking these really long walks around the apartment complex, including hills and all this stuff, to the point where he actually got so tired one day I carried him the last like 5 minutes back to the house. So yeah, it's been great. I'm really happy to be doing this and to sticking to it so far. 2 weeks in, it's been really awesome. And now, without further ado, I want to show you guys some new images that have been released, and maybe a new video or two that is up. And then also I want to do the giveaway. So let's get right into it. So once again, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And today we are going to take a look at some photos that came out from 2 Instagram accounts that you can follow. I'll put the link to them down below. And these are going to be updating you periodically from set photos of the Venom movie. And the first one is actually at Venom Movie on Instagram. And we've seen a couple of different pictures that they've showed. Some of these are going back a little ways. So if you guys are new to this is me just catching up on the information I missed so far. There's not a lot to go on. We still don't know exactly the story they're telling, although we've heard rumors that it might be based on Lethal Protector. So there's a lot of rumors going around right now, but they're playing this really close to the vest. Sony is keeping this really low key, and I like that. I actually really do, because my goal on this channel while I do these Venom vlogs isn't to really dive too much and spoil too much from the movie. I might spoil some of it for myself, but I won't make every video about every piece of news. But these things seem pretty harmless. They just look like cool behind the scene photos of everyone just kind of planning, getting ideas for the shots, talking, smiling, just having a good time. And I like that. I mean, this looks pretty neat. This first shot here, as you guys can probably see it up here, it's Tom Hardy leaning against the table, and I think he's talking to the director or one of the stunt people. I don't know, like it could be the DP. Looks like they're planning a shot here. And this area, I think we're going to come back to it later. It looks like there's some brick walls, very New York-y, like, obviously Venom in the comics, Eddie Brock is from New York, and he's got lives in like a very small place. This place looks pretty elaborate, but at the same time, we don't know what Eddie Brock's profession is, because remember at one point in the comic, he was like very famous news reporter, and he was trying to get the dirt out there on a serial killer named Sin Eater. And then what happened is he gets exposed that everything he's writing is actually a lie. And it would be really interesting to see them tackle that topic in this movie, because I feel like that's a lot of what's going on in the world right now, is people getting to the truth and people getting exposed for things, and maybe people making a mistake and then, and having to bounce back, and are they still a good person for making that mistake? Can they bounce back from that? Whatever. So it's Venom can walk that line. He's a gray area character. He's good and bad. So it'd be interesting to see if they touch on any of that. Maybe this is his apartment when he's, doing well in life, and then everything gets taken away from him. And only when he's out of everything can he rise as like a hero or anti-hero. Either way, I can't wait. The second shot here, you just see Tom sitting on a bed. You got some shoes nearby. I'm wondering, because I feel like sometimes these shots aren't random, especially if someone's cataloging this for the production of the movie. I wonder if there's any significance to the shoes he's not wearing as opposed to the ones he is wearing, because obviously the ones he's wearing are black shoes and the ones next to him are like, yellow or maybe off-white or something. But it's just a neat shot, just him chilling out in between, the set stuff. He looks like he's taking this picture, so maybe he's looking right at a mirror. I think I see like a line at the bottom there. So this is probably in his trailer, and he's just snapping a quick picture. But yeah, just little things. Like I said, these don't really spoil the movie in any way. They're just cool set photos. I always love, like I've worked on movie sets and TV show sets. I always like cataloging stuff, but as a PA, I never could because I'm not high enough in the production, and they make you sign agreements and stuff so you don't leak information or you'll never work in this town again, as people will say. So sometimes this has to come from, now that we live in a this was like 10 years ago for me. So now that we live in a social media age, it's cool that they allow actors and directors and stuff to take these photos. And I like a lot of them are in black and white or very little color, which is cool. Obviously Venom is black and white, the character, so that's really awesome. Here we have Tom Hardy just sitting on I guess a couch maybe, or maybe he's just leaning on like a pile of stuff. But this looks to be the same apartment. It looks like the similar designs from that first picture. So again, I'm thinking it's Eddie Brock's loft or apartment. Yeah, and Tom just kind of has this like, just waiting for them to call action and me to get into place. So, and then this other one, this is an older one. I think this is maybe even from Tom Hardy's Instagram, where it's him rocking a Venom shirt. Because I think the @Venom movie on Instagram only has like 4 pictures up right now. So this is, we're getting into the @TomHardy.org. And I don't mean dot like an actual dot, I mean DOT. So it's TomHardy.org at that. And the link again is down below. These are some pictures of him just chilling out on the set. You have him here in the Venom suit. The next one is Palak Patel, legendary Sonic exec. So he's hanging out with Sony executives, Sony producers, people on the set of the show and the movie. And this is posters, note post 1 of 2. And then we have another picture here. We have just some random shots of him with other crew members. And again, just, you can imagine this is probably a really small group. They're not doing big budget like they would most superhero or anti-hero movies. This feels kind of like Deadpool. It's got a crew when they need it for stunts. Probably a big crew there. Make sure Tom's safe, make sure no one gets hurt. But it looks like in these smaller areas, they're just kind of like, getting these like intimate shots of Eddie in his apartment and things like that. Because again, in the background there, you can see the bookshelf. You can see kind of the same set. So it looks like we're getting a lot of these. Maybe he spent the first week or so shooting all the apartment scenes. Could be. And then he's also wearing a lot of times black t-shirts. So that's cool too, because obviously it could be the Venom costume. It could be the Venom suit disguised as real clothes. For people who don't know, the suit is alive. So it'll look like a t-shirt, or it'll turn into like an Armani suit, whatever you want it to, so you can blend in. So anytime he's wearing regular clothes, it could be the Venom suit, which is pretty neat. So just him again with more crew members, him with people on the set. You see that person back there like, hey. Yeah, to be in a picture there with Tom Hardy on the set of something like Venom would be pretty awesome. So yeah, we got just, again, showing you guys off some pictures that I think don't spoil the movie in any way, but they do show that there's a lot of sequences they're shooting inside this house. Because now you see Tom Hardy there in a hoodie, and you see some scenes he looks like he's sweating his butt off. Some scenes he's not. Maybe he's working out. Maybe this is Eddie Brock, lifting weights in some of these scenes. So looks like they're doing getting some good shots of him in his apartment. And again, here he is again with headphones on and a backwards hat. So just a lot of different looks of him in this one set. So just them utilizing the fact that they probably only have the set for a limited time, and they're just trying to shoot everything they can. All right, and the last picture I want to show you guys is right here. This is something that I think Screen Rant and all the other websites are running right now, which is them thinking that we are seeing our first look of Tom Hardy as Venom. And I guess I can kind of get where they're coming from. Everyone is assuming that this strap around Tom is like gear, like military gear. and I'm not convinced that it's that. I think there's a reason that he's looking down at the camera and he's showing what's in the background. There's a crane up there, a high ceiling, and what it looks like he's wearing right there is actually a harness. So what I'm thinking is this is a sequence where maybe he drops or falls or gets thrown up in the air, and it's just something that where he has to wear the harness for them to, and normally they'll disguise it with clothes. So for all we know, he's going to put a hoodie on over this, or they're going to spray paint it black or something like that so it fits in a little bit better, so they don't have to digitally remove too much. But again, I don't know. I'm not getting a military vibe from this. A lot of news out there right now is saying like, oh, this is Agent Venom. They're going to take some of Flash Thompson's story of him being in the military and give it to Eddie Brock. And again, that's all possible. I just don't know if I get that from this image. This image looks like he's wearing a black t-shirt underneath these straps, and just like a regular black t-shirt, and the straps don't look like they have pouches or areas for gear on them, like for knives. And because normally if you're wearing combat outfit, you might have like a area for a knife right here, have a pouch for something here. You'll see like stitches sewn on. You'll also see like patches, like military gear patches. So I'm not getting the vibe that he's a member of like the military at all from this picture. I'm thinking he's gearing up for a stunt, and he's like, hey, look, this thing above me, this crane where the light's coming from, I'm going to be dropping from this thing, or I'm going to be launched up towards this thing or whatever. And this harness is to keep me in place. And it's very form-fitting, so that's why I also think it's going to go under another piece of clothes. So even though it's tight on his black shirt, I'm thinking they might throw something on over it to kind of hide it a little bit better. But again, those are just my thoughts. And again, I don't think that spoils really anything from the movie. So, but it's a cool shot. I like the little silhouette of his face. There's like smoke there and stuff. So I can't wait to see more production shots from this. I can't wait to follow these accounts a little bit more, get more things from them. So make sure you are doing that as well. If you're a Venom fan, the links to those are down below in my description box. And I'll have definitely more of these videos coming up. I'm sorry, the second episode was so late. I filmed some of it on Thanksgiving with me eating. Now it's like a couple days later. I'm feeling better. I've been sick lately, so I'm gonna Frankenstein this episode, put it together for you, and have it out immediately. So if you're watching this, that's as fast as I can get up to you guys. But the next 2 episodes I've already shot as well, parts of them, and I'm gonna continue to Frankenstein stuff. I'm learning new things about editing and stuff like that. So, and then also I'm trying to get some of the workout routine in and what I'm eating, and I'm trying to keep it half vlog and then also half movie information. Or sometimes we're gonna talk about the comic books. So in the next episode, I'm actually going to look at the Birth of Venom trade paperback, which you could pick up on Comixology and I think Kindle right now for $7.50. So I picked that up this week on Black Friday for their sale. I picked up four graphic novels of Venom total because I had some Amazon credit. So I used it and cleared out my credit and got 4 awesome graphic novels. So throughout the course of these videos, sometimes I'll review some of those and tell you a little bit about the history of the character from the comics, from the animated series in the 90s, and other interpretations as well. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you in the future. Peace.